So just a correction. I've been in this industry for almost like 15 years now, 15 years. But yes, I would say in that much year also, there is huge amount of change which has happened in digital. And what is really the important perspective, if you talk from an India perspective, is obviously the mobile phone has really changed, right? Let's go back in years, right? So for example, say 50, 60 years ago, there was no big, what do you say, a gadget or anything, right? We used to listen. I remember I had my grandfather's radio, which we used to keep, and which used to listen. It's like a big radio, right? Like obviously now we have caravan and all, but then earlier days there were big radios. But now it doesn't really work. But you just keep it for a sentimental value. So that was something was more of as entertainment, right? Then things evolved. And then obviously we moved to the age of pager, right? So a lot of people used to flash pager also. Like whenever I see, especially the medical representative, they used to flash pager, and pager normally works that you want to send out a message, you call up a call center, they'll take your message and they'll push it to those pager, and it will beep, and people will look around saying that, oh, this guy has a pager, right? So those were the days. And then it evolved to your desktop. Obviously we're still using those kind of desktop. I mean, it is really moving much faster. And then your laptops, and then slowly we move on to touchscreen and iPads, and now the Apple Watch, right? So things are really evolved much faster in the digital ad ecosystem, if you also see as an overall digital. But what really important to understand is the life cycle. If you see the product life cycle of all the gadgets I said, right, from the radio, which was there for so many years, then obviously your pager, which just came and moved out because cell phones really became big. And then there are desktops, right? So desktop is still there. Like I would say more of a senior citizen. It's there since 50, 60 years, 70 years. People are still using, but now still it's going down. Then there is your laptop, obviously flat screen and everything. And then there is your iPads of the world and on your Apple Watch. So if you actually see, the overall product life cycle of all this product is shrinking, right? So gone are the days then you come up with a product, it's going to be there for at least 20 years, 100 years or 50 years. No, it's not going to be like that. It's just going to be out of the market in just few months. Like Apple Watch launched in just 2 months, nobody's really talking about, right? So 12, now Apple is launching 13, 14. So various phones will come, but then what is happening is in 2 to 3 months, nobody is really talking about it, right? So that is how the product life cycle is actually evolving, and that's how digital ecosystem has also evolved. We started with a normal websites where people were not even able to create websites. Now you can create websites in 2 hours, right? Because there are templates available. And the same way, right? So in 2007, 8, I mean, a lot of investors paid money to launch an ad network. Now you go to any investor and say, I would love to launch ad network. Nobody's going to give you money because it just evolved in next 10, 15 years, last 10, 15 years. And it is really evolved way too fast than one can even think. And especially from an India perspective, as I said, I started my career in 2006 with Yahoo. Digital industry was 600 crores. So now you can imagine just in 14, 15 years, that 600 crores has gone to like 13, 14, 15,000 crores. And going days, it's going to go way ahead.